Ever had a car nose out of a side street at night, then stomp the brakes only when your headlight is almost on their bumper? If you ride after dark, you know that thin, too late moment. At night, you're not just a rider, you're a small, low-contrast shape in a world built for cars. Visibility isn't luck. In 2025, we've got real data, better gear, and simple habits that have been tested in real traffic, not just argued about online. You feel it every ride. In this video, we'll break down 7 night riding visibility tricks that actually work. Use them together and you stop being a vague light somewhere out there and start looking like a clear, solid vehicle that drivers' eyes lock onto. And the first trick starts right at the front of the bike. Trick 1. Build a triangle of light. Most stock bikes give you a single glowing spot up front. It works, but to a distracted driver, it can blend into street lamps and reflections. Studies on motorcycle conspicuity show that adding auxiliary forward lights, spaced apart from the main headlight, makes drivers notice you sooner and judge your speed more accurately. Instead of a lonely dot, they see a triangle of light, and the brain reads that as larger object coming toward me. To get that triangle, run your normal low beam plus 2 smaller lights mounted lower or wider, aimed so they don't blind oncoming traffic. You're not trying to copy a truck, you're trying to give your bike width and shape. Once your front profile is hard to ignore, you can make the rest of your body help you stand out even more. Trick 2. Wear light that fights back. At night, the color of your jacket does almost nothing by itself. What matters is what throws light back at the driver who's about to turn across your lane. Retroreflective and LED-equipped gear do exactly that. Research on road users in the dark keeps repeating the same lesson. Reflective strips on your torso, arms, and legs increase the distance at which drivers recognize you as a person on a bike, not just some light. Modern gear makes this easy without looking like a work vest. Jackets, backpacks, and helmet decals can stay subtle in daylight, but light up under headlights. Some add slim LED lines around the helmet or shoulders so your outline pops. The goal isn't to become a blinking carnival. It's to make sure that the second a headlight touches you, your shape jumps out. Once your gear can talk to their headlights, you can start using those headlights on purpose with your lane position. Trick 3. Ride where headlights paint you. Most riders think of lane position as where the grip is or what line sets up the corner. At night, you also want to think, where am I lit up the most? Studies on motorcycle visibility and driver behavior show that people react more consistently to bikes that sit where their eyes and lights already fall, not hiding near pillars, mirrors, or parked cars. In practice, that often means the left or right tire track instead of dead center. Rolling toward an intersection with a car waiting to turn across you? Move to the side of your lane that lines your lights up with their windshield. On multi-lane roads, avoid hanging at someone's rear quarter. Either move up so their headlights paint your whole bike or drop back into a clean gap. When you treat lane position as light position, you start seeing the spots where you're almost invisible, and that sets up the next upgrade. Trick 4. Sharpen contrast instead of chasing raw brightness. It's easy to think more lumens equals more safety, but the human eye works on contrast, especially in the dark. Tests on different headlight setups show that a well-aimed, clean beam lets drivers judge distance and speed better than a random ultra-bright light that creates glare and halos. Aim your headlight properly. Too low and you vanish past a certain distance. Too high and you blind others. Keep the lens, your visor, and your glasses clean, because a thin film of grime turns every lamp into a starburst and hides detail. If your bike allows it, a good LED headlight with a sharp cutoff and consistent color gives you a distinct shape in traffic so drivers see a clear, steady source instead of random glare. With that front beam sorted, your next big warning device lives at the back of the bike.
Trick 5. Make your brake lights say more than "I'm slowing." Rear-end hits are a classic night ride fear. The driver behind you is tired or distracted, and your single, steady brake light doesn't always cut through that fog. That's why brake light modulators and flash patterns keep showing up in visibility research. Short bursts of flash when you first squeeze the lever grab the brain's "something changed" alarm and can trim reaction time. After that first second, the light goes solid so it doesn't become annoying. Even without extra hardware, you can use the same idea. As you roll toward a stop with a car closing from behind, give the brake a few gentle pulses. That small change in pattern pulls their eyes back to you, and you'll often see the nose of the car dip. Combine that with a lane position that lines your taillight up with their eyes, and you turn a weak glow into a clear "don't roll into me" signal. Once front and rear are speaking clearly, the next step is making all of this automatic. Trick 6. Run a tiny night ride checklist. Most riders bolt on brighter bulbs and call it a day. The riders who quietly stack the odds in their favor treat night rides like flying a small plane. They run a short checklist every time. Before you roll out, take 30 seconds to test both brake switches, low and high beam, and indicators. Glance at your visor and mirrors for smears. Do a quick look over of your reflective patches or LED strips to be sure nothing peeled off or failed. On the road, extend that checklist into your habits. Leave a little more following distance than you would in daylight. Roll off earlier when you see cross traffic creeping. Expect that other people's night vision and reaction times are worse, and remember that yours are too. A boring, repeatable routine keeps working on the nights when you're stressed from work or tempted to rush home. When you lay that routine over one last mindset shift, every visibility trick you've added starts working at full power. Trick 7. Ride like you're invisible while working hard to be seen. Safety trainers repeat a harsh line: assume they don't see you. At night, in 2025, even with better lights and smarter cars, that's still true. The difference is that you don't stop there. You move through traffic as if no one has noticed you yet, while using every legal, practical tool to make yourself obvious. You wait for 2 proofs before you fully trust a driver: their head turns and their vehicle actually reacts. Sometimes that means adding a tiny weave in your lane as you approach a car that might turn across you. Not a big swerve, but a gentle shift left and right that makes your lights and reflective patches move in their view. The human eye is wired to notice motion against a dark background. That small wiggle can be the difference between "I think that's a bike" and "that bike is coming toward me, I should wait." With that mindset, every visibility upgrade stops being decoration and starts buying you real space and time. Night riding will never be as forgiving as a sunny afternoon, and it doesn't need to be. The goal isn't to erase all risk, it's to tilt the odds your way. A triangle of light at the front, reflective and LED gear, smart lane choices, a clean headlight, a brake light that speaks up, and a simple checklist over a cautious mindset are not hype. They're small, proven changes that stack into a real safety margin. Out on a dark road, that margin might only be half a second or 1 car length, but that can be the difference between a story you tell later and a driver saying, "I never even saw that bike."